Hey everybody, it's Karen Anderson here with Aortic Hope. Bear with me. I've got the crud still. It's been like almost 3 weeks. Started off with flu A and it's really cruddy. I've been told I kind of sound like Kathleen Turner. For all those older people that know the reference, I prefer Demi Moore, but you know, I don't smoke. Let's just leave it at that. It's just a really raw voice. I am very excited for tonight's recorded event because we're doing things a little differently right now. But before I even get started and before you get started listening to this, I'm going to ask you to please click like. Please click subscribe. This way you're notified every time our videos come up. And then at the end, share this because you're going to learn something very important by the end of this video, and other people should learn it too. So we're super excited tonight to have our very popular show with Tara Cohen, Executive Vice President of Lawrence Hope Medical ID Jewelry. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Karen. It is always such a pleasure to get to see you, even when you're sick. You are a
Oh,
tough cookie, lady.
shoo, man. So if you see me like coughing, I'm muting because I don't want you to have to hear how hard I have to work for so little reward. Okay, so I want us to get started so I don't keep everybody here too late. Um, One of the questions that I read about all the time online, whether it's in the aortic disease world or other disease element worlds, is should I get a medical ID bracelet? I saw the ad in my doctor's office, the ones for the not so very attractive, just plain silver with a red, um, EMS logo or what have you. And I'm always so quick to jump in to explain to people why it is important. So the questions come like, I've had an aortic dissection. I think that's 100% guaranteed. You need to have your bracelet on you. I have been diagnosed with an aneurysm. In my opinion, that's another 100% because if you're having chest pain or some other related anomaly of some kind of pain, you want to be able to have your information readily available in the event that you're unable to communicate what your needs are. If you've had valve disease or if you've already had your repair, that's another really good one. Do I still wear a bracelet? And we're going to get into all of that tonight. But before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the products, I want Tara to take a minute, really explain to you a little bit about Lawrence Hope, how this organization came to be, and how she came to be such a major part of this organization. So, welcome, Tara. Thank you. I'll let you take it away.
Thanks, Karen. And thank you for such a long and nice introduction, especially when your voice is so hoarse. I'm so sorry. Um, as Karen said, I'm Tara Cohen. I am the Executive Vice President here at Lawrence Hope. We are a medical ID jewelry company celebrating our 25th anniversary this summer. We are a woman-owned and led business here in North Kansas City, Missouri, and we have been female-owned and led our whole existence. Lawrence Hope started through a random act of kindness for a Kansas City teen who had type 1. And she was 12, 13, new to the area, and starting to make some friends. And, this is in 2001. So this is back when kids went out to the movies and did things like that, and didn't just play on their phones. So she was going out, she was going to the movies, she was going to sleepovers with her friends. And she was very shy. And she was also very concerned that her friends would not understand about her diabetes. And so she didn't want to tell people that she had diabetes. She wanted that to be private. Her mom, on the other hand, really wanted her to have a medical ID on, really wanted to make sure that she was safe because, of course, this is also before a lot of the technology that has helped parents where they can really keep track of things on their phone, whether their child is physically with them or not. So that was Lauren, our namesake. And Lauren's mom happened to have this friend, Leanne Carlson, whose office is 2 doors down from mine and is the CEO, founder, and owner of Lawrence Hope. At the time, Leanne had a fun little, what she usually affectionately refers to as a traveling lemonade stand of a business, where she made these really cute mother's bracelets and went to craft shows and sold them for just kind of like mad money. She was mostly at home with her kids. And she did that on the side and had a lot of fun with it. And for those of us who are of a certain age, like Karen and me, you might remember in the early 2000s, the late 90s, it was very popular to have these cute little mother's bracelets where you'd have kind of gold or silver beads, and then in between you'd have block beads that would spell out your kids' names. Very, very sweet trend, and it was something that Leanne knew how to do. So when Lauren kept losing her bracelets, which, I mean, you can't blame her. She's 12. And sometimes they would just break because they were just poor quality, but also like she did not want them. Lauren felt like they were drawing undesired attention to her illness, as that's how she put it. I know we don't really consider illness, but her condition was private to her, and she really was uncomfortable with that. So her mom said to Leanne, like, you make those cute bracelets. Could you make one that's also somehow a medical ID, and so that maybe my kid would like possibly wear it and not like lose it? And Leanne thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to make her a whole wardrobe of medical ID bracelets because she's a fashionista little kid and she deserves to have something that she wants to wear and feels good in.
Right.
So that was our start, and Leanne crafted for Lauren about a half a dozen bracelet strands is how we refer to them. So what we do, the cornerstone of our collection are your stranded bracelet, and then on the back, your medical ID tag. And then of course, we engrave on those tags. So she went to Walgreens, bought a generic medical ID with diabetes on the tag, took it apart and used that tag, and then stranded a bunch of different beaded strands so that Lauren could mix and match and change them every day and feel like she had something she wanted to wear and was comfortable with. We started out that way. In fact, we named the business originally Lauren's Hope for a Cure. And it became shortened to Lauren's Hope because as we launched, we were medical IDs for teenage girls with diabetes, which is very narrow. And,
Right.
Immediately it was, okay, I need this for my daughter, but also my husband, my other child, like all of these different things and different conditions started to come in. So we broadened, and now we sell products for every age and gender. And we have impacted millions and millions of lives over our 25-year history. And we are so proud that we get to do that.
So wonderful. I can't believe it's been 25, and I think I've known you because we just are hitting our 10-year of our conception. Not quite 10 years of being a nonprofit, but the concept was 10 years this month. So I think I've known you for most of our 10
most
years.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah. It is. It really goes so fast. I've been with the company full-time 13 years, and then a couple years of freelancing before that. Because originally I was customer, and I started out that way. So that's its own long story. But the fact is that like when you have an opportunity to work for a business that you used to tell people about for free because you just like the product so much, the idea of getting paid to work with them is pretty exciting. I moved my family here to Kansas City. We moved across the country to be part of this team. I raised my children here, and it's been a real gift. And I love that we get to come to work every day and help people and do something that puts good out into the world.
Well, I think one of the things that we mention every time that people don't realize is, unlike other companies, which sometimes they become so big, then they outsource to other countries, or they outsource to these larger customer service facilities. When you need customer service at Lauren's Hope and you call your office, you're getting one of two people? It's going to be the same people that answer. And like you start to get to know them, and they start to know you, and they look at your account. And so if you go to order a bracelet and you usually wear 7¼ inch, and all of a sudden they're looking at what you ordered, and they're like, well, wait a minute, you have 8 here. Is this for you? Because you're usually 7¼ or who's this for? So it's a very personalized experience from moment one all the way through the process. It just feels different. We often say, like, when you call companies, you just don't know who you're getting on the other line. They don't seem to care. But with your company, everybody cares. They just do. And it's from the first phone call on. You feel that.
I appreciate that. Thank you so
That's
much,
true.
Karen. That's so nice. And I'm so glad that you and your constituents have had that experience with us. In fact, I do most of our hiring. And when I talk to potential employees for customer care, I tell them we are a soft place to land for our customers. They are dear to us. We look out for our customers, and we really, really want to take great care of our customers. We are not one of those companies that designs their product to fail like right after the warranty expires. Like, that's not who we are. We build products that we believe will serve you well and last. And if they don't, we've been here 25 years. You can bet we stand behind our products and we stand behind our word. And so we're there
100%.
for our customers. So, if something does go wrong with your product, it doesn't fit, or something breaks, or any such a thing, we want you to call and we want you to take advantage of the warranty. Because if your Med ID doesn't fit, or it's uncomfortable, or it gets broken, you're going to stuff it in a drawer. You're not going to wear it. You won't have it if
Exactly.
you ever should need it. So we want you to
I
let
wear
us know if something's
multiple
wrong.
bracelets. I wear sometimes just one tag and multiple bracelets. Sometimes I wear multiple tags, multiple bracelets, because I love my bracelets so much that it's an accessory to me. I know it's a very important accessory, but getting back to the question that the community members ask,
Sure.
which is, should I?
Mhm.
And I think that the easiest way to answer that is if you were driving, or you were walking, or you were hiking, or you were in the, well, there's really not a lot of malls, but back in the day, if you were at a mall, if you were
Mhm.
grocery store, and something happened and you took ill and you could not talk, you couldn't get to your phone so they can look up the info. That takes precious seconds.
Mhm.
If you're on a blood thinner and you fall down, it is critical that somebody is aware that you're on this blood thinner to have help come to you as quickly as possible. What's the easiest way of getting that information to them? A, could be your medical ID bracelet. B, it could be wearing a dog tag. C, it could be on your keychain, because you guys make tags for that too. So the answer in my book is always going to be yes. And before I had my dissection almost 11 years ago, well, it's been 11 years ago, I had Crohn's disease for years, since I was 19. So, and I'm old now. So it was many years. Excuse me. And I never even gave it a second thought that I
Mhm.
should tell people that I'm on certain immune suppressing medications, or because that meant admitting I had an actual real problem that was accepted federally to be a disability. And there was no way, because I was working full time.
Mhm.
I can work right through this. But when this happened, and
Mhm.
this almost killed me, everything in my life changed. And I've spoken with you since I just had my second surgery, which, some can say, well, it was just a valve replacement. Well, it was not just a valve replacement. It was
Mhm.
open heart surgery. It was a change of a graft. It was a bypass, and it took extra hours because there were complications. So I came out of that. And then my brain, even though I work with you and I've been doing this with you and we've been sharing this and educating the community, I was like, I don't know what to do now. What do I do? I literally was like, couldn't come up with what to do for myself. And this whole journey, this second time around, first time since the organization's been in existence, because I started it after something happened and now I needed the resources. I realized this is daunting for somebody, and I know what to do. And I
Mhm.
still sat there and thought, well, is it important that they know I have a valve? I don't have a mechanical, so maybe not. I'm not, but I am on a blood thinner, so they do need to know that. Do they still need to know that I have a dissection? Well, that didn't change. So probably, but how do you decide what's so important and what really needs to be known? Which, as you know, I haven't called you yet for my new tag because I'm still trying to figure it out. I know
Mhm.
it's important, so I still wear the old one, but this can be very, very daunting. And I
Mhm.
think one of the other things I love about your customer service is that while they're not physicians, they're there to help you help yourself in this decision making process. So if you could talk a little bit about that, if somebody calls and they're like, I don't know, but I know I need something, but I don't know, what
Yeah.
can they expect?
Yeah. That's a great question, and you're entirely correct. When someone gets a new diagnosis or goes through a major event, um, and they find out that they should be wearing a medical ID, or they think they should, or they're not sure. First, I always say, if you're asking yourself, would I benefit from a medical ID? Should I wear a medical ID? If there is enough in your head that you are even questioning whether you need one, then yes, you would benefit from it, because medical ID jewelry does two big things, right? Number one is there to speak for you in the event that you cannot speak for yourself, right? That is the big number one primary thing. And we honestly hope you never need it to do that for you, because that means you're having an emergency. We hope that it's very much like your seatbelt, like your homeowner's insurance, things that you just, I hope my seatbelt never comes in handy. And I hope your homeowner's insurance never needs to come in handy, but you have those things, right? And the reason that we have those things is that so we are protected and we feel protected, right? Those are things that make us feel good while we're doing the right thing for ourselves. And medical ID jewelry is the same. It is all day, every day peace of mind for you when you wear it for yourself, for your loved ones, because they know that you have your vital information on you, including their phone number, so that they will get that call if something happens.
That's right.
It is, for a lot of people, it becomes almost a talisman because people get so attached to their jewelry because it sees you through every single doctor's appointment, every surgery, every event, every hospitalization, all of it. It goes with you. And so we'll have customers call who have a bracelet they've had for 20 years. And they just go, no, I don't want a new one. I want you to fix this one. I want you to, I want you to take it all apart and rebuild it. Because it means something to them. And we're so grateful that people feel that way. And we're so glad that we are the only business in this industry that I am aware of that creates their jewelry in-house. We have a US-based team right here in Kansas City, 30 feet from my office. Our team handcrafts the vast majority of our jewelry. Now, there's some things that we don't make here. And we don't make these elaborate tennis bracelets. So some of those things are things that we do need to bring in from other providers. But everything is finished to size here. Everything is engraved here. And as you mentioned, Karen, every single order that is taken over the phone is taken in this building. We work in a locked facility because we take our customers' security and your data security very, very seriously. You're sharing your personal data with us. You are payment information with us, all of that, and medical information. So we all of our orders start in our customer care department, whether they are phone calls or they come in through the website. They're processed here in our building. If you have questions during that process, you're going to talk to someone in this building, and then it moves through the process. So no one who isn't a Lord & Soap employee touches or sees that order until it is in a sealed shipping envelope and handed to a trusted shipping partner.
And it arrives really pretty, too.
It does. They come in these cute little bags, and everybody loves those. It's just really fun. We love those little velvet bags. They're just so cute. And they're great for storing your jewelry as well. So when you call, to your question, when you call, what you can expect is a super friendly person on the phone at all times. If we are here, we're going to answer the phone, and somebody's going to be super nice to you. That is, in fact, sometimes you may talk to Leanne. She loves to answer calls, and she answers customer calls every single day. A lot of people will call because Cherish, our customer care manager, has been with us for 14 years. And so people will call and they build such a relationship that honestly, we have plenty of customers who are completely, perfectly capable of ordering on the website, and they still call to place phone orders because they want to check in with Cherish and see how she's doing. And she knows them, and she'll go, "Oh, you had a new grandbaby last time I talked to you. How are you?" And she really, truly does know all of these wonderful folks. And so we're so glad that we can be that soft place to land, and that we can provide that really personal service to our customers. So when you call in, if you're Karen and you're like, new jewelry, and you're just like, hey, I got a prescription for jewelry and I'm going to buy something cute. That's awesome. You're going to get someone who's on the phone, happy to shop with you and help you with that purchase. And if you are literally sitting at the bedside of a loved one in the hospital who really should not, leave the hospital until they have a med ID at least ordered, and that's what the doctor's telling you, 100%, we're going to sit there and we're going to walk through this with you because yes, you probably could order online, but you don't have your laptop. You're on your phone. You're just, I don't know how do I know what size I need? How do I know what to engrave on this thing? Where's the one for my condition? Like all of these questions that people have, we are a soft place to land. Call, we'll walk you through the whole
Well, I will tell you what we do is with our care packages. So as soon as we find out that someone's either had surgery or they have a scheduled date, we send a care package. It includes brochures and information from Lawrence Hope. And just in full transparency, we do include our share a sale link. So what that means is that if you use our link, there is a small, teeny, tiny little kickback basically for being like an affiliate that we receive. And 100% of all money from any source that we raise is used right back towards our initiative. So nobody here at Aortic Hope is compensated or paid or receives a salary. To let everybody know that everything we do is a labor of love. So we do receive a small kickback. but that's not, I mean, that's clearly not why. If you saw my jewelry box, you'd see I have like 6 or 7 bracelets. And again, I think one of the main reasons is I feel, first of all, people love looking at you saying when you don't look sick. A lot of us, nobody would know that we're held together by scotch tape. But sometimes when I wear my bracelet, it's the only link I have that somebody can visually and externally see, okay, she's got a medical ID bracelet on. There's something I can't see. That's, they don't even care if I park in the handicap and I have a handicap tag. They make snarly faces at me. But something changes once they see that bracelet. Excuse me. So I look
Yeah.
at it as a sign of power, of being empowered. I am in control over this situation, and I have made a choice to at least take a step to try to protect myself. And we don't have a lot of power in this disease at all. We're kind of like at the beck and call of our body. It's going to do its own thing with genetics and whatnot. So at least this allows me to say, I'm going to consciously make a decision to make a purchase of something, whether, and I have the keychain too. I've had my tag now for so long, I need another one, but many, many years. So I make this decision to own this. I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to feel that if I had a problem, somebody could very easily and very quickly see what's on my tag. And talking about tags a little bit, and I know that you have an opportunity to pull up your website.
Sure.
We often get questions like, what do we want to put on a tag? And I believe that some of them have as many as 7 lines, right? That you
We
can
do.
fill in. So number one, you want your ICE, your in case of emergency, your ICE. And that can be just first name, cell phone number, something very easy so that if there's an emergency, they know who to reach out to. I don't think it's as important to have a physician's name because
No.
physicians leave. That's information that can change. I think it's important if you are on a blood thinner, because if you are on a blood thinner like Coumadin or warfarin, same thing, or even Eliquis, physicians need to know, because if you fall down, you hit your head, you're at a high risk of having a brain bleed. You're at a high risk for other issues if you need emergency surgery. So they need to know that you're on a blood thinner so they can give you a coagulant to counteract that. If you have a allergy to CT contrast, that's a big one, because some people can have anaphylaxis. You can write down like IVCON ALGY or however I don't even remember the acronyms now. I make my own up. But you see what I'm saying? You don't have to have it all spelled out, but that's
Right.
important to have allergies. I mean, those are some of the things. And of course, if you feel that it's important for you to have your actual condition on there, anything that's aortic related, I think they don't really care so much. Aneurysm, dissection, valve, aorta screams major lifeline highway for the rest of the entire body. That's enough of a word to be like, it says aorta. Everybody starts like, that's a big one. That's like brain, heart. There's certain organs where you're like, we're not going to even worry to get the intricate details. It's this big organ, and it's important. So I don't know. What are some of your thoughts about the things that people are putting on their tags?
I think you covered this really well. I'm going to go
thank you.
through it. But I am going to go through it with you because there are a couple of really good points that you brought up. Number one, please put your name on your ID tag.
Oh, that's another one. That would be
A lot of
important. I didn't
people-
put that.
Well, sometimes people would just think like, oh, well, I mean, I'm just putting my information here, and
Right.
you just don't think of it. And so we have
Yeah.
little prompts on the website to try and help people make sure that you put these things in it. And if you call, obviously, of course, we're going to walk through that with you. We highly recommend that you put your full name. And because you also have to remember, this is what they're going to use when you get to the ER and they try to see if they have your electronic health records, that they need something to look you up with, right?
Yep.
If you have a super common name, I recommend putting in your date of birth if you can, if it'll fit. It's just a helpful way for them to try to access further information about you if you are not able to speak for yourself. Primary condition or conditions, major pieces of information, right? So this is where dissection, this is where this comes in, right? Because it's exactly what you're saying. It's heart, it's brain, and what that is, oh, we're not even going to mess around here in the field. We're just going to go to the hospital, right? Because we don't have what we need to treat this person here. And so by and large, like that signal, right, to an EMT that like, oh no, there's a big thing happening with this person, and they're at high risk. One of those risks is internal bleeding, like you were talking about. And internal bleeding, because of blood thinners, is something that you would think it's enough to just say blood thinners on blood thinners. It is not. It is not enough. It is not enough because, as you well know, and I'm sure most of your listeners know, there are multiple types of blood thinners, and the countermeasures for them are not the same. So
Right.
when you are on warfarin, it needs to say on warfarin. And if
Correct.
you're on Eliquis, it needs to say on Eliquis. There aren't a lot of medications that are that specific like that it really requires that, but blood thinners are one of them. And so that nuance is very important. I often tell people, if you are in an early phase of diagnosis and treatment, right? So, okay, we're going to try this one, see if that works for you. Sometimes, nah, that one's not working. We got to try this other one. That is a thing, right? And we know that. Then if you put on blood thinners and you put the class of blood thinner, so that we know I'm on anticoagulants, right? That is better than just saying on blood thinners.
Correct.
Also, in that instance, when you haven't refined it yet and you don't want to buy 7 tags every time you try to do a new medication, you'll go a little bit generic on that the first time if you need to, and then use that last line of engraving to say, see wallet card. And pick up a pack of our wallet cards. They're super inexpensive and they're, card stock. They fit in your wallet. They're designed to fit in that little spot. And it gives you a place to put all of that additional information, like exactly what medication you're on currently and what the dosage is and when you take your medication, all of that. That's really important. One of the things you mentioned also was contrast dye allergies. Contrast dye allergies are extremely common, and some of them are made with fish oils. And so if you have a fish allergy, you could have a contrast dye allergy.
Right.
There's something in the ink, and I it's escaping me at the moment, but there's a thing in that it is related. So
And iodine.
yes, thank you. And so it is really important, if you have those types of things, list out your food allergies, list out your medication allergies. If you are like me, and they have to scroll through your record to get through all your allergies, multiple allergies, history, anaphylaxis, like that,
Right.
C wallet card. And then you list all that stuff out, right?
Right. Including if you can only have your BP taken on one side or the other.
That's right.
A lot of
That's
times
right.
people who have had breast cancer and missing lymph nodes or have issues, they can only do their blood pressure on, one side or the other.
Correct. Yes, I've had a bilateral mastectomy, and I had a lymph node removed on my left side. And so I always have my blood pressure taken on my right. And I always do needle sticks on the right. Anything like that I do on the right. It is not the end of the world if someone accidentally takes your blood pressure on that side. But lymphedema is not currently reversible. And it is a very, very, very challenging condition to live with. And so we do our best to avoid that as much as possible. And so we do. So I'll have my tag will say no BP IV needles, left arm. And that's really helpful because, if they can avoid it, they will. If, something has happened to your other arm, they're going to do what they need to do to help you. Right.
Exactly.
But in an ideal situation, they're going to adhere to that. We have lists on the website of all of the most common medical abbreviations. And the reason that we do that is because, and it's not as exhaustive as you might think it would be, is because there are some medical abbreviations that are not that common, right? We don't expect EMTs in the field to have encyclopedic knowledge of, on the fly at all times, every possible version of what this abbreviation might mean, right? So we want to make sure that we have context. And we want to make sure that, especially if it's an unusual medication, an unusual condition, something we don't see every day, then you really want to spell that out. So if you have someone who has type 1 diabetes, you can write T1D, and they know what that means. But you're not going to put in AD for aortic dissection. Like that's just not that. You are not going to do that, right?
Right.
So but you might end up writing aortic dissect because it might not all fit, but that's enough. So we especially those first orders, call in and we'll walk through it with you. Like you said, we're not medical providers. We are not nurses. We're not doctors, none of it. We just talk to people like you all day long. And this is what we do. And
Exactly.
we learn this stuff from being here and being involved with our customers. And if you've engraved tags many, many times for people who've had an aortic dissection, we know, and we'll be able to say, oh, okay, well, the only thing I don't see here is a blood thinner. Are you on a blood thinner? We can ask those nice prompting questions because this is what we do.
So let's show what we do.
Fun. Okay, so we have a couple of things I'm going to do.
Okay.
Number one, I'm going to pull up the website. I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of how you order on the website, and like just all these little touch points. But first, I'm going to show you some jewelry that has not been released. It is not live yet. You cannot buy it, and it has not been shown anywhere in the whole world yet.
This is my favorite
the
part.
Exclusive sneak peek just for Aortic Hope.
Yeah,
I'm super excited about these. And I'm going to show you in a way that Karen will appreciate, because Karen likes to do what we call a stack. So like I showed you before, there's my bracelet and my tag. But let's just say I feel kind of extra blingy today. My tag can hold up to 3 bracelets on it. So I can say, well, I want to add this pearl strand, and I'm just going to open that clasp, and I'm going to put that on here. And now I have a fun stack. Right now, I've got this, one is silver, one is gold, which is not necessarily what I would do, but it's really fun because your tag can accommodate up to 3 lobsters across. So you have that really nice fun stack look. Next day, you might want to go more minimal, and that works too. Both of these bracelets are stretch. And what I love about that is how easy that is to get on and off, right? So if you're an old lady like me, and maybe you have some arthritis,
you don't have to sit there and be like, wait a minute, I can't get it right.
It's nice. I just like it. It's just so easy to put on and take off. And to be able to have that look of a nice tennis bracelet that I just slid on and off like that is so delightful, because you don't have to go, can you clasp my bracelet? But I will tell you, here's a great tip. If you are clasping your bracelet by yourself, one of the reasons that medical ID bracelets are harder to clasp is because tags don't bend, right? So it's hard sometimes to catch that end. It falls over. So what you do, and I can't move my camera, so you're not going to be able to see this well.
That's okay.
You take this and then lay your hand down on a surface, like really on your leg, lay it on your desktop right there, right? So now I have my my hand is facing up, and then this part of my wrist is facing down, and I just get that. Then it doesn't move, right? I'm not chasing my bracelet around my wrist, which seems like such a simple thing, but I have to tell you, like, often we will tell people that, and they go, why didn't I think of that?
I have a cabinet in the bathroom, so I get it hooked on the one, I hang it over, I smash it up against the cabinet so that it can't move. Same concept as you, and then it's right there for me to go fishing and hook on. But I like the idea of stretch.
I do the same thing in my bathroom. I hold it up against the wall. If I'm sitting down, I put it on my leg.
Right, but stretchy is nice. I like that.
Stretchy is nice. And here's another thing that you can do. If you are like Karen and you have an extensive wardrobe of medical ID jewelers, you can slide on your stretch bracelet, and then you can take your non-stretch bracelet, clasp it onto your stretch bracelet, right? And then remove the stretch one, and you're good. Right. So it's also, you can use it like a little cheaty helper,
Yeah.
So I love that. And I'm a big fan of the stretch, really, because it really is just very convenient. And they're warranted just like our wires, our jewelry wire bracelets, just like our tennis bracelets. We have found this really exceptional, high quality jewelry elastic that really allows for us to maintain that great quality and a lasting design that holds up and also is so easy to put on and take off.
It's great.
So if you were going to do that, and this is another reason that interchangeables are so good, is that, as you saw, the tag and the bracelet come apart. That a lot of people think is just a fashion thing, right? I want to be able to swap out my bracelet. But when you think about it, the reason it's so great is because your tag moves from bracelet to bracelet. You can stack or not. But if something happens and you need a new tag, you just buy one new tag. It works with all your bracelets that you already have.
Exactly.
You don't have to buy a new tag for every bracelet. And it's sustainable, because when you think about it, if you've built yourself a wardrobe like Karen and you've got 10 bracelets, if they're all a solid piece and they're all engraved on the bracelet, you have to waste all of that jewelry. We can't re-engrave a thing, right? So I really encourage people to look at our interchangeable collection, in particular when you're just starting to wear medical ID jewelry, because you might have a situation where your medication changes or your
Mm-hmm.
diagnosis is refined, and you those types of things where I just bought one, right? And at least this way, you keep your bracelets, you just replace the tag, no big deal. You have a new emergency contact, right? You just buy one new tag, easy peasy. And we do that because it is sustainable and it saves our customers money.
Exactly. Exactly.
And yeah, that's important. So one of the bracelets is about to come out, and we have this on the website in silver right now, but it's going to come out in gold. It just came out in silver,
So
is
pretty.
Monarch. Now, we used to have Monarch as a tennis bracelet, and we had a lot of requests to bring it out in stretch. So, and I know it's a little hard to see. It doesn't
No,
focus
it's
so
perfect.
well.
It's beautiful.
But it's so cute, and it has a little bit of height to it. It kind of curves a little bit, so the wings come up a little, and it's really pretty. They're gold around the edges. The center is kind of a pewtery silver. And so it's a two-tone piece, super cute, stretches, so comfortable. Love that. Speaking of stretch and super cute, this is Ariel.
So pretty.
Ariel is a freshwater pearl bracelet. I think she is stunning and so
beautiful.
Cute because, of course, they're freshwater pearls. So, of course, they're all unique. And I love that. I love the pieces that are truly one of a kind because that's so special. Because all of our jewelry, once you engrave it, it really is one of kind. It's yours.
It is.
I love it when the bracelet strand is too. So that was Ariel. One of the ones that I'm really excited about is we have this bracelet called Mini Love Links. And we've had it for years and years and years. Super cute bracelet, little teeny little hearts. Just a stainless steel chain, tiny little hearts. And people love our chains and people love our stretch. So we have started making some stretch chains. So we have Mini Love Links now.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, and stretch. That's great.
Stretches.
Yeah,
it's
that's wonderful.
So great. So we're super excited about that. We were able to get beads that are stainless steel, just like the chain is, but we're able to strand them and give you that same look. Of a nice chain while also giving you that convenience of the stretch. So when that one comes out, she'll be called Everly. And she will be coming out this summer.
Okay.
We also are bringing out a stretch silver version of one of our customer favorites called Flutterby. Flutterby is
that's
super
so pretty.
Cute. Isn't it cute? Got a little hummingbird
so pretty
on this
for
one.
summer
The gold
and spring.
version has a little butterfly on it. I just think they're so cute. And
pretty.
they're springy and really fun. And then one of our all-time favorite bracelets is called Avery. Avery's a leather piece, and it's what we call a non-interchangeable.
Okay.
It is also an adjustable bracelet, and it's in rose gold, which of course we still sell rose gold, but it's not as huge as rose gold was about 10 years ago, right? That was just, it went, wow, it just exploded. And rose gold tends to come and go. So we have that in rose, but we're seeing a lot more requests for silver and gold right now. So we are now bringing out Avery in
I like
brown
that a lot.
and in teal, and it will come in gold and silver tags. So with Avery, I love it. I think they're so cool.
Yeah.
And the suede is a faux suede. It is, and it's a dyed faux suede. It's so comfortable and smooth. But then on the back, as you can see it, we've got our lobster clasp, but we have this little bit of chain, right? And that just gives you a little bit of adjustability, which is so nice, especially if you have challenges where you have a lot of water retention, you have different, your wrists may experience swelling, different treatments, things like that. It's really nice to have something that's adjustable. To give you just a perfect fit every day.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. I just think that this color is so fantastic.
I like the blue. It's kind of like it's like turquoise. It's like earthy and natural, and I like that. Very nice.
I love it. It's so fun. So I'm going to share my screen.
Perfect.
And
there we are.
Oh,
we're on the website.
Look at you. You're on the site.
25% today and free shipping. Okay.
Yes.
So do tell me where to go.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Let's get some of the men's products.
Yeah, that's really fun. So if you go into men's, what you can see there at the very top is those are three of our most popular men's products. The first one you're seeing there is our classic stainless steel medical ID bracelet in silver. That is Figaro chain. We have that in our we call that our small Figaro. Lower down, you'll see some other Figaro style chains, and they are also, but they are larger. So this one, that gold one, you'll see, you scroll down, and then there's another one that is larger. There it
Oh
is.
yeah. It's like a
That's a
beautiful
little,
bracelet.
it's
Mm-hmm.
a little heftier, right? It's a real fun, edgy look for a lady, and it's very well
Yeah.
scaled for a man. So we do see people buy that for either. The other ones
I
that you're
kind
looking
of
at right
I'm
here,
digging this gun, the black and the gunmetal. This is I'm
yes,
really liking these. It's like a watch
I love
band.
that. So the one in the center there,
Mm-hmm.
that one, if you pull that one up, what's great about this, and you can kind of flip through the pictures, is that not only this is part of our urban line, and that is it's part of the same lineup that you just showed. That other black bracelet, they have a magnetic closure, so they're not
Mm.
great for folks with pacemakers, um,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a magnetic closure and they're adjustable and they stretch. So they're a lot like an Apple Watch nylon band. They're stretchy like
Yeah.
that, and so you can open it, adjust it to the length you want, and then close your magnet. So you have
That's
multiple
awesome.
ways of doing that. It's adjustable, but you can also slip it on without having to clasp it and unclasp it, and they're super comfortable. And these
Very
take
nice.
lots of engraving space, as you can see.
Oh yeah.
Um, they're great. And now what's also nice about this, and it's just something people don't notice when they're shopping, these don't flip over. So some people really do not like it when they're wearing their
Right.
bracelet and a bracelet might flip a little bit, and
Yeah.
you just kind of flip it back. Some people feel very, very private about their information and they just are very uncomfortable if that happens. Um,
I mean, these
Usually,
are
though,
just
like you get used to it and like they
beautiful.
don't really flip that much if they fit properly. But a bracelet like the one we were just looking at, that urban, they don't flip, which means that they are
Mm-hmm.
removed to read. It also means your engraving stays flush against your skin at all times.
Yeah.
It is protected, it doesn't get scratched, and it is completely private. So some of these you'll see they don't flip and they just give you that little bit of extra privacy, which, for some
These are
folks
all
is
just,
really,
I
really nice.
mean, they go so far beyond just your, this is to me would be similar to the more traditional old
Hmm.
school
Hmm.
bracelet. And then you
Hmm.
go to some of these others and they're just
Hmm.
like almost tribal and fun. And look at
Hmm.
the design, very almost like
Hmm.
watch band.
Hmm.
It would go well with a watch band. And I've seen
Hmm.
down here we've got slip-on, cotton leather,
Hmm.
curated sets. I have
We
to know
do.
what a set is. What is
Sure.
this? Oh,
So
well, look at that.
sometimes we call those bundles too. What you see in our sets is we recommend having more than one medical ID.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is that people lose things.
Yeah.
People break things and damage things. And it's always a really good idea to have a backup. And so, what we like to do is offer some savings to our customers by bundling a couple of pieces together that look really nice together. And you could wear both of them, but we're going to give you a discount because you're basically only going to pay for engraving one time and we're going to engrave two pieces for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a nice savings and it's great because it's okay. What would these two pieces cost? And then you just there's one engraving, and
Okay.
I really like that. It's a great benefit for our customers. They're still eligible for all of our discounts like everything else, but it's just a nice set. Personally, I really think these are just it's so helpful if you aren't a shopper,
Yeah.
and you just don't quite know which way you want to go on that. This is helpful. It puts
It
those together for
definitely.
you.
So
Now, if
now
you
we've
go
also
into
got,
the women's sets are a little fancier.
oh, women's
Um,
sets. Let's go see the women's set
sure.
because why not buy more? So
Hmm.
let me ask you a question right here. Does
Hmm.
this come off and go on the white one, or it
Um,
just comes with an extra band?
this one comes with an extra band.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then let's see what we have right below that. I think we may be out of stock on some of our ladies. It looks like we're out of
Okay.
stock on some of our ladies. So,
I want to peek at the necklaces. Can I peek at
yes,
necklaces?
please. So a lot of people
So
forget that we have necklaces, and the thing is, like, they're really fabulous.
that's pretty. I
Um,
love the double chain there. Look at
Shay
that
is a
with the mother
double
of pearl.
chain. It has an adjustable chain on it. It is a mother of pearl inlay. They are beautiful, and the amount of engraving space is tremendous. They are super popular.
That's
And
sold
I
out.
think that one sold out. The silver is not, though. So if you click into the silver, you'll be able to see a little bit more. Yeah, because
Look
they're
at
awesome.
that.
Look at that. And so much engraving room. And also what you'll see while Karen's clicking around, Karen, right where it says example name, would you just type Karen?
Yep.
So I don't think we have it on this one. We don't. If we go into a bracelet, I'll show you. We have most of our bracelets have our oval tag. So if you just grab that Livy bracelet or the Arden, That's great too.
Oh,
So
that
if
one.
you perfect. So that's our lilac abalone tag. In-house, we often refer to that as little ABBA.
I
um,
like it. I like it a
little
lot.
ABBA. And when we type in your name,
Oh,
you see
look
how
at
your name
that.
starts to show up, right? So this is
Oh,
great. It really gives you a
it's a
preview.
visual. So you
It's
can
a
see what it would
visual.
look like. I like the
Hmm.
premium. I know that it's a little
Yes.
bit of extra money, but I think
Hmm.
it just clearly stands out more. I mean, I can't see because I have no glasses on, but I can see that you had yours engraved with premium
Yes,
because it
I
just
do.
stands out. It stands out. It's wonderful. Yeah.
For myself, for my children, for my family,
Mm-hmm.
when I order products, I always choose the laser engraving.
Yeah.
When I talk to customers, I will tell them hands down, I believe that that is the best $10 you can spend on your bracelet.
Yep. Yep.
And the reason that's my daughter.
Oh, that's great.
She is now in college. That's how long ago we took that
Oh my
picture.
gosh, that's so funny.
I've been here a long time, but we still sell that bracelet. So um, the I'm so sorry. It just really cracked me up. Um, Karen, I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about the engraving and how it shows your name and how you
Thank
engrave with the
you.
premium.
Thank you so much. So that tone on tone engraving is very similar to that where we have our standard etched engraving is tone on tone, a lot like a trophy where you kind of
Yeah,
tilt it to read, and that's lovely, and especially for pendants and necklaces, which are going to flip over as you go about your day. Sometimes
right.
people really want that little extra bit of privacy because they want a necklace, or they can't wear a bracelet for a variety of reasons. So they'll wear a necklace, but if it flips over, they just don't want people to be able to see their information. So they choose the rotary. Most people choose the laser, and it's because of that contrast makes it so much easier to read. It is of great value. And I
Okay.
always encourage people to think like, yes, you can absolutely read the laser, read
Uh-huh.
the rotary, or we wouldn't sell it. The that used to be the gold standard, but now we have these lovely, amazing laser engraving machines, and you just don't know where you're going to be when you have an emergency. You don't know if you're going to be in low lighting. You don't know if you're
Right.
going to be outside or inside. You don't know when or where that's going to happen. So it's my belief that the more readable you can make your ID, the easier you can make it on the people who are trying to help you, the better.
Now,
Um,
one of the things I know I
mm-hmm,
wanted you to mention is that this particular tag and this
mm-hmm,
particular tag have a
mm-hmm,
slight curve, which
mm-hmm,
molds a little bit differently to your wrist.
mm-hmm,
Um, Unlike one of these tags, which have to be
mm-hmm.
flat because these are inlaid with like mother of pearl and some other
Yes,
material.
yes,
So those lay
yes,
flat like yours. So
yes.
flat is
So
sometimes something to get used to because it will
mhm.
kind of like almost stick out on the sides.
Right. So you'll see mine is
Right.
just a little curved,
Yeah.
but these purple ones that you're hovering over, they are completely flat
Yeah.
because they are natural stone inlays.
Right.
It
Right.
I think it's just what sometimes when people have shopped with us for a long time and they're used to a slight curve to their tag, when they get a flat one, they're kind of confused by that. But the underside of your wrist is flat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so it just lays flush against your wrist. It just is, it's different than perhaps a previous tag. But the flat tags, once you wear it, you go, oh, it's like really no different.
This
And it
coastal
just lays.
blue is just
Mhm.
blowing my mind away. That is new for me
Yeah,
to see.
they're
These are new too.
beautiful.
I'm
Hmm.
I'm salivating. Also,
I saw
with the
you looking at the
CZ around.
crystals.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
saw you pausing on
I'm a
those.
sparkle. I like very into the sparkle. So the
They
cool
are
thing
little bitty
is
bitty
that,
CZs all the way around the edge, and
oh,
they are
beautiful.
gorgeous in person.
And
So
if you
pretty.
just needed a new tag, you can just come on here and buy a tag.
That's right.
So
That's right.
we've got tags that are a little bit more
Hmm.
close. These aren't even traditional. They're more the
Hmm.
traditional style.
Yep.
I do love this. I love the black. It's like looking at
And
the stars.
those shimmer tags are we call them midnight shimmer because
Yeah.
they are that they're that inky blue black, right? There's
Mm-hmm.
just this little bit of undertone of blue, and then they have this shimmer in them. It really looks like the night sky in person, and they're
And I
beautiful.
wouldn't have thought about this traveler
Hmm.
sapphire with rose gold, but it's so
Hmm.
working for me. I
Hmm.
love this. This is gorgeous.
Yes, the
Oh
Amazonite,
my
aren't they
God.
fun?
They
I love
these
those. And
tags are
the
just
lapis that you
beautiful.
just scrolled past, I love the blue lapis. It's
Yeah.
a rich, rich blue.
Yes, I do. I
And
have this one.
yeah, they're stunning. I love those. And
All of
the
these.
warm pink watercolor, those are beautiful.
It's like
And we
coral.
see the turquoise coming up.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
this is fantastic. Oh my
Isn't
God.
that
That's all.
fun? We have a bracelet that
Oh
matches it
God.
perfectly. They're so fun. Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
be shopping quite a lot. Now this is a problem.
Now,
This
these are
happens
some
to
of
me
my
every time.
favorites. The abalones are some of my favorites. They're so pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, they're great. And then there's that carbon fiber in the middle again, same as you
I
saw
love
on that
that.
urban tag. We have that same thing, and we carry that there. Malachite, as well as just our watercolor tags in crimson and emerald, and our
Marble
black
is pretty
marble. Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Oh, and these
they're
are so
great.
super fun also.
Yeah, they are fun.
Oh
And
my
so you'll see
goodness.
a couple of those have little we call them pills on the corner that say, "Oh, it says 50% off." That's because that is also located in our sale category. And the
Ah,
sale category is not in the top navigation. So if you
no,
want to see what's on super sale,
we're super
the
sale.
best discounts we have,
Super sale.
go over to the women's,
Okay.
and from that drop down at the very so that top menu, if you would, go where it says women at the very top left.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then see
Ah,
where it says sale. If you go down there, you're going to see sale. Okay. So this is our
secret
sale
sale.
category. And these are the most discounted things on the site right now. You will
So this
find
50%
products that
off,
are
this is
40
right,
and
50.
50%
Yep.
off. They're marked down. They're
Wow.
not eligible for coupons. Okay. They're already
Right.
marked down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you will find really, really fun, pretty styles over here.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And
Look at that. I love that whole, is that, so you
that's
get the whole
Sailor.
set?
Yeah, you can. And so you can buy the traveler tag, you can buy the sailor bracelet. We like to show, a lot of that stuff together. These cuffs are so fun.
Oh, look
Um,
how you put it on the inside of the
mhm.
cuff.
And they have a symbol
Okay.
on both ends of the
That's
cuff,
pretty.
isn't it? And you can wear them forward or backward. I know with some of our customers like to wear them. We say backward, but with the Cadoo up front doesn't matter.
Oh,
It like they're great. Oh, and those super fun, right? So there's that magic
so
finish
fun
again. Those are
too.
engraved on the back also.
It's like a
Love
mood
those.
ring bracelet.
hmm It is.
Reminds me
We
of.
call them, we call it our magic finish.
Oh,
They're all a little unique. And so that's a lot of fun. And when you see these what we call these are add-ons, where it says today's special offers, almost
yeah.
every product has that. And when you see
Oh, okay.
those are discounted off of whatever our normal price is generally on those products. And
Oh,
so they're not eligible for
specially
further
priced.
discounts, but they're kind of, when you
Yep.
buy this, you get this discount on this other thing.
It's
And that's
wonderful.
kind of fun.
It's all
Uh,
wonderful. I love your website. It's so easy to
Thanks.
navigate. I love seeing jewelry. I love seeing medical ID jewelry, especially. It's like the best of all the worlds for me.
And you get a
Um,
prescription for jewelry. I mean, how
I
fun is
do.
that?
And people, if they have FSA or HSA, can use this.
Yeah,
See,
if we're
no
approved to,
excuse.
so you can use if you have like a Visa Mastercard
Uh-huh.
with your FSA card, we
Right.
can take those. If
That's great.
you have a reimbursement arrangement for your
Yep.
FSA, no problem. We send an itemized
Yep.
invoice with every product. Occasionally, we'll have someone's FSA say we need an additional piece of paper. You just email us. We'll send you
Sure.
whatever you need.
Sure. Who
But
is
yeah,
this? Whose hands are this?
I do not see your screen anymore.
Oh, you don't. Oh, it's the main screen. I'm just
Oh, that's
wondering
my
if you knew who
hand.
this is. That's
That's
I
me.
thought that was you.
Yeah, that's me. I
That's so
am.
great.
I I wear a lot of hats, and
That's
one of
so
them
great.
is model.
That's hysterical. I love that
Yeah.
so much, and I love
Uh,
everything
you know,
about
we
this. I
do
just
that.
love everything.
I'm so sorry. We do that for a reason.
Yeah.
We shoot with our team,
Mm-hmm.
and we drag our significant others and our children into, and that isn't one thing that we do. There are two primary reasons that it is very important to me that we do that. Number one, keeps our expenses down. That helps us keep our prices down.
Right.
And it is one more way that we can take care of our customers.
Yeah.
Number two, nobody wants to see toothpaste models.
Right.
Nobody wants to
No.
see these like airbrushed people. These are real people. Those are my real hands. And I really take those pictures of me. And we don't airbrush them because we are human people. And I want us to have human people hands and not Barbie hands on the website.
And
Because
speaking of real people, we're actually getting ready to collaborate. Aortic Hope is getting ready to collaborate with Lawrence Hope on Instagram. So you need to be following both organizations on Instagram. I'm giggling because I remember a couple years ago when three of us from Aortic Hope did our TikTok video.
yes,
We were dressed up. We were going out for the 80s, and we had tutus on, fluorescent color. And you don't even know how I had to whip crack these girls to be like, no, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's this, it's this. They just didn't have rhythm. I love them, but they didn't. And we had to do it multiple times. And then at the end, we were showing our
It was
bracelets,
great.
and then it was so much fun. We That's not the first time. That was the first time. And then I did one with Terry, who's now the president, and
Mhm.
we did another TikTok video. We practiced like 7 times.
Yeah.
Ultimately, did it with our sunglasses on because then it's not like you can't really see us. And we did that just to show our bracelets and and just be regular people. So there's some fun stuff coming out. Um, I know I've seen one of the videos. I helped direct a video. So yeah, there's some fun things that are coming your way, but you want to
Awesome.
join both organizations. The rules and how you need to play along will all be explained to you because I don't have them memorized just yet. I'm not great with that whole collaborate. I'm old, so I don't know how to use collaborations. But now our director of social media marketing, Sarah, is working with Liz over at Lawrence Hope, and you guys are coming up with something fabulous. So I look
That is
forward
going
to
to
that.
be so fun. But now I think you really do have to repost that TikTok because that was when your fans need to know this. When Karen sent that video, the first time that they did a TikTok for us, they're literally head to toe in like 80s garb, like the
Yeah,
most stereotypically like we're gonna wear all like
totally.
neon fluorescent like
Wet and
headbands, the
wild,
whole bit. Oh
wet
my
and
gosh,
wild
yes, there
makeup.
was some
I
Aquanet going on for sure.
crimped my
That
hair. Yeah.
I got that video and I laughed so hard that the entire hall came down to my office to see what was so funny. And I was like,
I know.
everybody must stop what you're doing.
I
Everybody
totally
has to
went
see what
for
Karen
it.
sent us.
Totally went for it. I'm like, you know what? It's not going to be as good as some of the other people I've seen do your commercials because they're like really good. They're like influencer good. But it's just going to be us just, at our wits' end because these girls knew if they didn't get it right, I was going to come down on them again. It was so much fun. And then we went out and we had a really good time. We wanted to do something last year. We saw Bruno Mars tribute band and Michael Jackson's Who's Bad. We saw 2 different shows. We got so caught up in the shows that we completely forgot to record. So then we did one in another hotel. So yes, there'll probably be another video coming your way this year because
Oh, I
it's
love
just
it.
become a tradition now.
That
We'll
is so fun.
practice some TikTok videos to make sure we get it just right.
That is so fun. We love those kinds of collaborations because we are real people too. We're a
That's
company
it.
of real people. We
That's
really
right.
all work here together and we are here together all day, every day. And our team has been here a long time. Our
Yeah,
management team, no one's been here under 12 years.
that's
Our customer
wonderful.
care manager, 14
Yeah,
years. There's several people on our team who've been here 10 years or more. So
yeah.
we all know each other really well. We have a lot of fun doing what we do and taking care of our customers. And so when we have these opportunities to do fun team ups like that, it is so fun to us. We
It
really enjoy that.
shows.
The team gets so into it.
We have a lot of fun too. All right, listen, I think we've covered all of our bases for tonight before I'm going to be whispering like this, which for some it's ASMR and they really like it and I get it. But all right, Tara with Lawrence Hope Medical ID Jewelry. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us tonight. I love seeing the products. I love getting into the website. I love talking about the history. I love talking about the important stuff. But I really wanted this community to know that you made a very good point. If you're asking if you should, the answer is yes. The fact that you have to ask that question already tells you that just do it. Just do it and make that powerful decision for yourself and pick out something fun and wonderful and show us what it is.
Enjoy. And please, if you need help or want help, just give
Yeah,
us a call. We're here
just
8
call.
a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday because we are real people and we do not work nights and
Real
weekends.
people.
We
That
are
is
real,
right.
actual people. So please give
Real
us a
people.
call
You
during
never
business
know.
hours. We'll help.
Tara, if you say you're with Aortic Coat, maybe Tara will say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you so
Listen,
much for having us, Karen.
you're
We
so
appreciate it.
welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you. And everybody else, click like, click subscribe, share this. See, now you understand why I was telling you want to share it. Because whether somebody you know has type 1 diabetes, or they've had strokes, or they have cancer, or they have any plethora of health issues, they may want to look into getting a medical ID bracelet. Maybe they never even thought about it before. And now they will because you shared this on your social media. And keep your eye out on both of our pages on Instagram because any day now, a big collaboration and big thing is going to be announced. So you want to pay attention. Tara, thank you again as always. I appreciate
Always a
you.
pleasure.
All
Thanks.
right. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.